So in our lifetime, taxes is one of the most common things that we encounter. That's why it's almost inevitable for us to get a tax identification number or TIN. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things you need to know about tax identification numbers or TIN. So let's go to the first one. What's a tax identification number or a TIN? So the purpose of your TIN is proper taxpayer identification and required on all BIR forms when filing. So according to your Internal Revenue Code, any person, whether natural or juridical, required under your Internal Revenue Code to make, render, or file a return, statement, or other documents shall be supplied with or assigned a tax identification number or TIN to be indicated in their return, statement, or document to be filed with the Bureau of Internal Revenue for his proper identification for tax purposes. So the tax identification number assigned to you will stick to you until your lifetime. And actually, to add to that, having 2 tax identification number is actually punishable by law. So let's go to the second one. So when do you apply for tax identification number? Now, depending on what type of taxpayer are you, the deadline will vary. Now, majority are advised to apply for a tax identification number on or before application for business registration is accomplished and filed before filing a return, statement, or declaration as required in the tax code and payment of tax due. So say for example, for self-employed or mixed income earners, the application for your TIN should be on or before the commencement of the business. Whereas for your pure compensation income earners, the application should be within 10 days from the commencement or the start of their employment. Number 3, where to apply for a TIN? So you have to apply in the Revenue District Office having jurisdiction of your application. Now, say for example, you are a self-employed individual. You have to identify what Revenue District Office or RDO has jurisdiction over your principal office, and that's where you will be applying. So number 4, who are required to have a TIN? Actually, we can divide it into 2. We have your natural persons and your juridical persons. Now, when we say your natural persons, we have your self-employed and mixed income earners. We have individuals earning pure compensation income. You have your overseas contract workers or earning purely foreign source income. We have those one-time taxpayers or with no previously issued TIN. And then persons registering under your Executive Order number 98 or securing a TIN to be able to transact with any government office such as LTO, NBI, DFA. For juridical persons, we have estate under judicial settlement, trust, corporations including government-owned and controlled corporations, partnerships and cooperatives, government agencies and instrumentalities, and then lastly, local government units. Number 5, how to apply for a TIN. Now, in general, application for a TIN is free. Now, part of the documentary requirements for applicants is to show proof of identity. Such documents must show at least name, address, and birth date. Here are some sample documents that you can submit either for natural or juridical persons. Here are the BIR forms needed in applying, depending on the kind of applicant. For self-employed or mixed income earners, estate, and trust, they are required to fill up the BIR Form 1901. For individuals earning pure compensation income, they would submit the BIR Form 1902. For corporations, partnerships, cooperatives, government agencies and instrumentalities, and local government units, submit the BIR Form 1903. And finally, for overseas contract workers or those earning purely from sources outside of the Philippines, one-time taxpayers with no previously issued TIN, and persons registering under your EO number 98, you are required to submit BIR Form 1904. For those commencing a business, in addition to the BIR application form I mentioned, you need to submit a BIR Form 1906 and pay the annual registration fee of 500 pesos. And that's it. If you found this video very helpful, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to check out these other relevant content right here. And consider subscribing if you haven't yet already. So this is Gerard. Have a great day.